It's been a minute. It's been a while. I know. Last week was my birthday, 32. I made a video about it that I have not edited or posted yet. But as this new moon of Scorpio is coming, that means it's time for a new moon reading. So I hopped on live and let's get to it. Oh, I do want to pull up what cards we had last time so that I can know. Oh, good. Things have improved. When I was doing the reading, I saw that a lot of these cards are really positive cards, really good cards. And they start off with this lovely Queen of Pentacles, which is a fantastic improvement upon this Five of Wands that we had last time. And it was a Five of Wands reversed at that. So we're feeling better. We're focusing on our wealth, our money, how we are gaining material goods. We're feeling very in our power, feeling very confident, feeling very fertile and creative. And I think that's a fantastic shift. I think this past judgment season, it's all that it is, that new moon in Libra and full moon in Aries is just clearing out to start anew. And when you face the shadow, you integrate the shadow, you work on those traits, then it helps you just kind of move forward. So then we have for Aries, yay, Aries, 9 of Pentacles, great job, good job. You are chilling. You've gotten out of that more aggressive energy, and you've been able to channel that into something that is very focused, very intentional, and that you are seeing the fruits of your labor. You are wanting to focus less on what's going on around you socially and more of what's going on with you internally and how you are grounding yourself. Then we have for Taurus, we have the Prince of Pentacles. I'm telling y'all, all these pentacles, all this earth energy. So this is new energy. It's coming in, which is great for you because, Taurus, you can probably get a little stuck in the mud sometimes. You had that Two of Swords and you made that decision. So now it's time for you to move forward. And that's good because you feel like you want to move forward. You want to follow through. You want to make strides. You want to see things grow and change. You don't want to stay in the same position that you've been in. You didn't make that decision to stay where you've always been. You made that decision and you made your choice because you wanted there to be some type of change. And that change is coming. And it's going to be really beneficial for you in the long run. Gemini. Oh, this cat. Come here. Get down. Okay. Gemini. You got the King of Wands. And the King of Wands means that yes, good, Gemini. You are doing great. You are really feeling like you can express yourself, like you can follow through with all the passion and the creativity. There's been a lot of projects in the works for Gemini. There's been a lot of growth in the works for Gemini. And now, instead of it being where you're dealing with a lot of foolishness from other people, because there's just been a lot of people talking. This cat here, let me see, come here, let me go. There's been a lot of people talking, a lot of people with just kind of messiness, really messy Libra season. And you had a choice to make as well. You had a choice to make about how you feel about things. And now, look at that. This is a person who is fully and completely confident. Now you're sitting back like, okay, your move. You're in that king position and you're just waiting on others to figure out where they stand and where they want to be. Then we have Cancer. All right, Cancer. You got to get out of your head. Cancer. I know a couple of Cancers. I don't know necessarily too many of them. You had the wheel last time, which meant change and transformation. But if you sit here and you just keep thinking about what could have been or what was going to be or the things that you want to have happen and you don't actually do any movement, you don't actually do any work to make that happen, it's a waste of your time. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. It's a waste of your time. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your energy. You're wasting other people's time and energy. maybe you do need some time. Do you need to go into your shell? Maybe you do. Maybe you need to go into your shell and get back into alignment. And it is a time of rest. Go ahead and rest. Let yourself do so. But don't do that because you want to, you know, wallow in self-pity or wallow in what could have been. Do that because you are resting and recuperating and focusing on what it is that you would like to do. You have to go get some help. There we go. I'm just going to say, go find a counselor and go get some help, because you can't keep beating yourself up like this. I really worry about the Cancer sometimes, because you do so well, and then it's like the tide, you just get pulled back again, and it just doesn't have to be that way. Leos, I love you. Get out of the past. Get out of the past. Reminisce about the good times. That's great. That's wonderful. Keep a young heart. Keep because you have this happy home, right? You have this happy home. You build a really stable foundation, and now some of those doubts are kind of creeping in. Leos can be notorious for having self-doubt, and you're the center of attention, but you're kind of always wondering if you deserve to be there, and then you're thinking about what could have been and the people who were with you that got you to this place who aren't there anymore, and that's nice. Like I said, reminisce, but you can't stay there. Nostalgia is a slow death. No growth. Virgos, you got the Ace of Cups reversed. So you are not wanting to feel anything new. You are resisting maybe some new connections that are coming forth for you. You were just doing the work with that Seven of Pentacles. So you were really grinding away. Maybe feeling a little stuck a little. And now it's like a new perspective is trying to come through, a new way of approaching things. And you're just kind of like, no, thank you. I would really like to kind of stay in this space. And maybe it's because you're not ready. And that's all right. It's ready for you. It's ready for you when you're ready. So no rush, but it's always good to be open and truly assess where you are. Libras, I really need to look at this. You have the Princess of Pentacles. I feel like we've gotten this card, this Two of Cups, so much. It's popped up so often. I'm a Libra. I know quite a few Libras, and I think we're fantastic, of course. I also think that we are slightly delusional and have an inability to really want to deal with the reality of what's going on in our lives. And due to that, we tell ourselves stories about our feelings and our experiences. And then when our feelings get hurt, we are unable to kind of let that go and deal with creating new memories, real experiences. And right now, there's opportunities. There's opportunities that are here that abound for new creative projects, for new creative love, for new creative ways of healing. And we have to be open to that. All the sunshine and fairy tales and beautiful Venetian energy is great. But if it's not grounded in some form of reality, it's just in your head. And that's not really, we deserve to experience the reality of these things. Scorpio, Prince of Cups. I feel like this is you, Scorpio. It is your season, just about. And it is your new moon coming up. And you are kind of running the show. You're in a powerful position. And you have some messages to pass along. Libra is the scales, but Scorpio is the ruler of the underworld, So when the people are going through the shadow work and they're coming down, they're facing their Scorpio. And Scorpio, as someone who experiences all the time, is really able to share an understanding of what this work means and what it looks like, and to be a master of this time of the year. So, like I said, you're in a powerful position. You're in a power play position. If you're experiencing any difficulties, honestly, just face them. Just let them know that this is not okay. Set those boundaries. Two of Pentacles for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, making decisions. You've got some options available to you. Let's see what Sagittarius had. You have the World, and you probably really enjoyed that. You probably really enjoyed feeling like you were getting a hold of things, and that where the world felt a little unsteady beneath your feet. Now it's like, okay, well, now that I've seen it all, now I'm feeling again a little precarious. Sagittarius loves to be a little wild, a little unknown, a little free. And so now you're kind of feeding into that energy with this choices coming up about how do you invest this new energy in this new experience. I would say choose the one that makes you feel safe. That's the choice to make, because you don't want to fall into the ocean. You're not a water sign. It would not be good for you. Pick the one that makes you feel safe. And then we have Capricorn. Fabulous Capricorns, 10 of Pentacles. All your hard work is paying off. You are seeing all the fruits of your labor. You had the Justice card last time, and now you're seeing that if you let things work themselves out, and you don't have to be the person in control, you don't have to be the person who's pulling the strings. Let the energy of the season do what it's meant to do. You will come out ahead, and it will be such an easier process than you feeling like you have to force things. Aquarius, 10 of Cups. Happy home, happy life, all the good things. I'm very happy to have gotten that card for Aquarius. Oh, and it was coming right after a 3 of Cups. So there was a coming together. There was a relationship that came together, or there may have been some celebration, and now you're really just feeling like all the goodness of it. And that is fantastic. Now, you Pisces, I don't know what's going on with you. I have a Pisces rising, but y'all got this 8 of Swords. This is all like it's an imaginary trap. 9 of Swords, you're at the end of the nightmare. You've kind of gone through all the work. In this one, it's like you've wrapped yourself up inside this knot, these ropes, and put yourself into this cage. And it's like, do you need to be here? It seems like Pisces are just probably channeling and healing some of the energy of the world. And because of that, it's kind of just all piling onto them at the same time. And you you have to make the decision that you would like to move forward, and that you don't want to stay in this space, and also differentiate between your feelings and other people's feelings. It's not your job all of the time to be the emotional filter for the world. Sometimes you need to be able to be there for yourself first. So that's our cards. That's our readings for the new moon in Scorpio. Enjoy yourselves. It's here in the northern hemisphere, in Texas at least, on Sunday. And so I hope you do some rituals. I hope you do some guided meditations. I hope you spend some time in the underworld. We are, let's see, on the 10th, we got to the second gate. And it seems like we are still there. So we're dealing with that Scorpio energy, that sacral energy. So, move the energy in a creative way. Feel that fire and that energy's burning within you, and figure out some creative, healthy ways to let it out. I'll see y'all later. Like and subscribe. Comment. What's your sign? What have you been going through? Does this make any sense? And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.